Hey folks, it's Keith, Victor Echo 3, Sierra Victor, Quebec, here today with an interesting little contest that slow speed operators can take part in. So this is really designed, both of these, I'm going to go over two of them. Both of them are designed for QRS CW. So the first one, and one of the reasons I suggest to you, it's being run by K1USN, right? So that's the K1USN Club. I'll put the website down here. And when you go to it, the website will look like this. Now, K1USN is an amateur radio club. A lot of the people in it are the CW ops instructors, so they understand what you're going through if you're brand new at this, and certainly they encourage you to take part. So they're volunteers; they should give up their time so that a lot of beginners, especially very new ones, can get on the air and get over those initial jitters. So the first event is called the SST Slow Speed Test, but it's not really a test. No one's racking up points and so on, and you can certainly submit to get various points. But the real reason for having that one is to get people on the air very first time, maybe very first few times even. And I know when I started, they were wonderful. And I think I ended up getting the main station, the K1USN station, three times on three different bands. So they are out there with their main club called the K1USN, which if you actually reach them and confirm with them that you have spoken to them and they've got you in their logbook, they'll send you a pretty nice certificate the first time you do. It is something that's worth trying. So what is the SST? Well, the SST is held twice. It's held on a Friday and on a Monday. So the Friday one, unfortunately, is a little bit early. It starts at 4 o'clock our time, right now, Eastern Daylight Time. It's only for 1 hour. So if you're new, you don't have to get stressed out trying to do something for 3 or 4 hours, just 1 hour. So they're encouraging people who are under 20 words per minute to take part. And sort of one of the, I'm going to call it unwritten rules, is that if you hear somebody calling CQSST, which is what they call, and they're maybe doing 18 words a minute, 15 words a minute, well, you answer them at whatever your speed is that you're comfortable with. So if you're comfortable at 10 or 11 words per minute, that's how you answer their call. They'll slow it right down so that you can copy them. So it's a really neat way if you're new. They expect you to be new. They expect you to make mistakes. No one cares. No one cares if you make a mistake. I know the first time I went on, I really blew it and just got nervous and made a mess of it, but got through, got the exchange that I needed. So that's one that I would definitely recommend. So it's on Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. our time here, Eastern Daylight Time. Sunday, it's a later one. It goes from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, again, Eastern Daylight Time. Now, remember that will shift based on the time of year, but it's a great way to try and talk to people who are willing to listen to you sending slowly and who are willing to listen to you make a ton of mistakes. They don't mind at all. So that's one. If you are a QRS or slow speed Morse code operator, if you're brand new and you're trying to make your first few contacts on the air, this is one of the events that you can try. Now, one of the things being new operators, and certainly brand new operators trying to get on there for the first time, everybody tends to panic over what's the exchange? What do we have to do? What do we have to say? So for the SST, it's really simple. All right, for the SST, all you've got to do, you listen to somebody sending the CQSST, and that is going to sound something like this. Let's see if I can get mine going here. So that's one way you're going to hear it. You will hear other people just sending CQSST, then the DE in their call, but it's that SST that you have to listen to right after the CQ, and then they're part of this group that's doing it. So what do they do? Well, they go out, they call CQSST, and all you have to do is just like in POTA, just send your call sign, nothing more, just your call sign. If they hear you, what they're going to do, they're going to reply your call sign so you know that is coming back to you. They're going to give you their first name and they're going to give you their state. That's it. Right? So it's their name, their state, country, province, wherever they happen to be, and then they send it back to you. So how do you reply? Well, you start off with GE for good evening because it is after 4 o'clock. So good evening. You use their name. So if the other operator had sent you his name as Don, you would say GE, good evening, Don. And then you're going to give your name. So in my case, it would be Keith. And I would say Oscar November, Ontario. Very, very simple. And turn it back to him. And then they're going to come back and they will usually just say something very simple, GL for good luck, thank you. And then to give your name to let you know that they got your name, and that's it. And the exchange is over. Very, very simple. Very simple exchange. But again, for a new person, somebody who's slow at Morse code and just learning, great exercise to do without any doubt. They're going to have a special event. Same idea, same general principle, except they're really looking for a lot of people who are even under 10 words per minute. So if you're really, really slow and just learning and nervous, this is a great one for you to go in. So it's a new event. It's called the SSO. So that's how it will come through, right? Did it, da, 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 after the CQ. And they're looking for slow people. Same rules as apply. You hear someone a little faster, go in at whatever your speed is. So if you're 8 words per minute, go in at 8 words per minute. They're expecting you to be there. They want you to be there. Now, this particular event, it's going to start at 4 p.m. on September the 13th. It's going to be an annual event, and this commemorates the very first SST that they did. So this will only be once a year. It's more of a contest in that you can get lots of different points in it. So if you're really into that type of activity and you want to try what is really a very simple contest event, this is a good one for you. They have a web page. I'll put it up here in a moment for you. And again, starts at 23:54 UTC. So essentially 4 o'clock, and it goes for 4 hours rather than 1 hour. So for those who couldn't make the Friday afternoon SST, this is one that you could make because you'll have a few hours in there in the evening that you can do it. So again, all the way down 10 words or less, it doesn't make any difference your speed. They're looking for you. Great place for you to start. So there you go. It's Keith. Two more ideas for you if you're brand new and starting off, and a couple of extra ways to get you on the air, talking to people, and getting over those jitters. We've all been there. Keith, Victor Echo 3, Sierra Victor, Quebec. Have fun in those contests. Hope to hear you in the SST. And, of course, now the SSO. Take care. 73.